What's up, everybody? Brandon here. I am back with another action figure review. You guys, I am so excited for this. Finally, it's happened. January 2020. We have brand new DC figures from Spin Master. Taking a look first at the Batcycle and the Batmobile. This looks awesome. Very, very reminiscent of the Dark Knight. I really do like that. First appearance up in the corner. On the back side, oh, here we got the side. And on the back, some very, very nice artwork. Very happy for this. Here is the UPC if you need it. I got this one off Amazon for about 18 bucks. Taking a look next at the Batmobile, probably what I'm most excited for here. You guys, this is awesome. I'm so thrilled and so happy. This one looks like it's from Batman White Knight, so very happy about that. And it looks like it's got that old gimmick that the old 90s animated Batmobile had. On the back, there's a couple kids really happy with their Batmobile. Again, I got this one off Amazon as well. There is the UPC if you need it. Looks like it's upside down. So yeah, this one 20 bucks, the other one 18 bucks. Brand new from Spin Master. I'm very excited. We're going to see just how cool these toys really are and if they're going to rival Mattel. Stay tuned. All right, we got these out of the packaging and they look awesome. Starting off with Clayface, I really like his sculpt. I think he looks great. My only concern is that he's a bit too short for a 3.75-inch scale or a 4-inch scale, but the sculpt work is really nice and I really do like the detail, especially in his face. He looks pretty mean. I really do like that a lot. Clayface does have articulation, not a lot, mostly in his arms, and that's pretty much the biggest selling point here. So his arms move forward, back, and then at the shoulders they come up and they come down. They're on a nice little ball joint. And the same with the other side. There's no difference, hinder, or movement that differs because their arms are different. His head moves full 360. I guess if you want to make him look real scary, you could put his head upside down. And then he has movement at the waist, and that's about it. So very little articulation for Clayface. Compared to Batman, yeah, he's kind of small. Anyways, that's our Clayface. Taking a look at Batman, he looks pretty awesome. He actually reminds me a lot of the Arkham Knight. His accessories are these little tiger claws, Wolverine claws. I'm not sure how that's going to help him against Clayface, but when you're a kid, you've got all the imagination in the world. Here we've got some gauntlets on the details here. There are little bat symbols, so that's very nice. I like that a lot. Try and focus in there a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be kind of difficult to see, but there are bat symbols inside each one of the gauntlets, and that's about it. For Batman himself, for a 4-inch figure, I'm very impressed. His detail work is out of the park. I love it, and he's got some great articulation as well. His cape, however, is not completely cloth. It's like this mix between cloth, felt, and plastic. It's really weird. Or maybe it is felt? I don't know. It's pretty odd. Anyways, you can see how he looks like the Arkham Knight. I think, yeah, he definitely looks like the Arkham Knight. There's no question in my mind about that. I double checked the packaging. It does say Batman, but he looks very cool. He does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet, and on his backside, he also has a plug in his back, which I find interesting. I know the single-carded figures come with a lot of accessories, so maybe we'll be able to use those here. For Batman's articulation, he's got movement in his head, side to side. It's pretty difficult, but it is on a ball joint. His shoulders come up, forward, back. He has a bend at the elbow and a twist. He has no wrist articulation. Do we have waist articulation? No. No movement at the belt. His legs come out. They come forward. They go back. There's a bend and a twist at the knee. And then also right here at the thigh, there is another cut, which is very cool. So you guys, for a 4-inch figure, I think Spin Master did a great job. This guy has way more articulation than the Mattel figures. Very happy. Taking a look next at the Batcycle, I think this thing looks pretty awesome, you guys. I really do like it a lot. Here is Batman on the, I'm just going to call it the Bat Pod because it looks exactly like the Bat Pod, and I love it. The only thing here with this is Batman was really tough to put on here. You can kind of see the positioning of his legs and his hands. In order to do that, I really had to spend some time and figure out just exactly how this works. But it does work. He does fit on the bike. If you're a kid, you're probably not going to like that a lot. This arm in particular was very difficult to put on the peg. And so why that is, I, I don't know. But for 18 bucks, you really can't beat that. The bike itself looks pretty amazing. There's no gimmick, there's no pullback feature. It just looks really nice. I like the gas tank up here. I think that's pretty cool. And like I said, it doesn't do anything, so the wings don't even move. There's no gimmick. You can't have Catwoman sit on the back here. Um, the tires don't move or come out. Doesn't hover. There's a lot of things here that could be different, but for a basic bike, it looks pretty cool. And I gotta say, I do like it a lot. But yeah, putting Batman on here is not an easy task by any means necessary. Um, so getting his arms to fit, that's the toughest part, and then figuring out what to do with his legs. I wish Batman had some more articulation in his neck so he could look up. Unfortunately, we don't have that. But the bike is very cool. I look at it as a piece that could be put in a new Batcave. And Batman looks really cool kind of just standing next to his bike. So that is Batman, Clayface, and the Batcycle. For 18 bucks, you really can't beat that. And I like these guys a lot. Spin Master so far has done a great job. Next, taking a look at the Batmobile, this thing looks amazing, you guys. I absolutely love this. This Batmobile looks exactly like the one from the pages of Batman White Knight. If you have not read the comic book, then you will not know that. For those that have, I really love this design. I love that we get a brand new Batmobile that is based off something that has actually been in the pages of the comic book. And yes, this thing, man. So the paintwork is minimal. You've got gray and you've got darker gray and you've got silver. And that's about it. If you give this thing maybe a really nice black wash, that would be really cool. Maybe some work down here in the exhaust. Make it look like the thrusters were burning. There's a lot that could be done here. So if you are a customizer, this is absolutely for you. The wheels are made of plastic and it looks like they can even come off real easy. I don't want to mess with mine. But yeah, and there's guns on the inside too, which look fairly nice. There's a nice big battering ram here. They enlarged this from the comic book, but that's about it. I really like the way this looks, you guys. On the inside, I've already got Batman in the cockpit, and he looks great. And he fits in there very nicely as well. There's no steering wheel. There are 2 pegs for his arms. His hands go right in there into the slots, and that's about it. So much easier of a transition as opposed to the Batcycle. And then the only gimmick here that this Batmobile has is that this back piece comes out, just like the old animated Batmobile. The wings sometimes get stuck. They are on springs, and that's about it. That's the only thing you got to be wary of. This thing I think looks awesome. This nice little bat jet is very cool. We got some nice detail here on the side. Looks very nice. There's another battering ram here in the center, and that looks pretty cool as well. So you guys, for 20 bucks, you really can't beat that. There's even wheels underneath and an exhaust. I really do like this. Very, very cool stuff. Very nice. As for the cockpit here, like I said, Batman comes out very easy. You can take a look in here. We'll test this out momentarily, but it looks like you could fit most 3.75-inch figures They're going straight for the 4 inches. That's what they're calling these. So for your 4-inch figures, pretty cool stuff. And there have been a lot of 4-inch Batmans that have not gotten good Batmobiles. So this works out very nicely. Very cool. And that's about it. This goes right back in here. Very easily. Nicely done. And that's about it. A fantastic looking Batmobile. Spin Master absolutely killing it for 20 bucks. Comparing Batman to some of his previous counterparts around the same size, this is how he looks, and it's not too bad. I gotta say, he is definitely in scale with the old evergreen Mattel Batman and with the Infinite Heroes Batman. And then, of course, you know, our old classic Batmans are going to be just a little bit bigger. But yeah, very, very nice, and this Batman fits in very well. Putting a few other Batmans in this Batmobile to kind of just test it out and see what works and doesn't. The one from Infinite Crisis works pretty well. He's got a plastic cape, so that kind of made it a little bit difficult, but it works. The other one from the Mattel Evergreen line, he fits in there very nicely. And then most of our other Batmans are going to be just a hair too tall. The one from 1989 fits, but the top does not close. And it's going to be the same thing with our Batman from the animated series. The top is just not going to close. No, most definitely not. And then the same deal kind of applies with the one from the New Adventures. So it's not going to close with this at the top. However, with most of these older, taller Batmans that are just slightly taller, it works out pretty nicely for you to use this Batjet and for Batman to sit out like that. That actually looks pretty cool. Or if you're doing a display, that would work out nicely and you're trying to hang it from the ceiling. So any one of your older Batmans would fit in nicely that are just a little bit taller. The ones that are about maybe 5 inches tall, they work out very well. And then, of course, you know, no 6-inch Batman is going to fit in here. But you guys, for a $20 Batmobile, this is pretty cool, and I'm very happy to have it. So for a size comparison with our new Batman, he fits in really good with other figures that are 3.75 or 4-inch scale. To me, his sculpt work is a little bit different. He fits in a lot better with the characters from Infinite Crisis as opposed to the Mattel Evergreen line figures. But even at that, his sculpt is so nice. I really, really like it. They did a phenomenal job with this figure. Even if I'm going to compare him to some other really cool looking Batmans from the Evergreen line, it just doesn't cut it. And the price point is the same. And they just really knocked it out of the park with this one. So I'm very satisfied with this Batman. And he fits in nicely with my collection. For Clayface, I don't really like this guy that much scale-wise. It just doesn't make sense and it doesn't add up right. Now, if you're going to put him next to maybe some of the 2-inch figures that we've gotten from Spin Master, I haven't seen them myself yet, but they come in blind boxes. This Clayface might be really cool with a 2-inch figure. But that's about it. So overall, for these figures, I gotta say they're new, they're different, their sculpt work is amazing, and I really, really do like them. And next, for a size comparison with the Batmobile, if we take a look at some previous versions, they all fit in together very nicely. This isn't all my Batmobiles, just some, and you can kind of get a really, really nice idea of what it would look like in a Batman collector's garage, being able to display Batmobiles. And the new one in the style of the White Knight would look really, really cool in anybody's collection. The motorcycle fits in very nicely as well. The size is pretty good, pretty accurate and on point. So like I said, if you're going for a collector's display in a garage, this is going to fit in very, very nicely with your collection. And just for fun, we'll even compare both of the Batjets from our new White Knight Batmobile with the new jet, and from the original 90s Batmobile of my childhood, the original jet. I gotta say, the original jet from the 90s Batmobile is way smoother and way sharper looking to me. I'll let you make that call though. Let me know in the comments below. Which do you prefer? The original or the new one? I think it's very nostalgic, and I really like that they brought back that old gimmick for this new Batmobile. Very, very cool stuff. All right, that about does it for this action figure review. Thank you so much for watching. Batman, the Batcycle, and Clayface, 18 bucks on Amazon, and the brand new White Knight Batmobile, only 20 bucks on Amazon. I think Spin Master has absolutely been killing it so far. I can't wait to see some more basic figures like the regular Batman, Robin, Superman, Shazam. You guys, it's an exciting year for DC in 2020, and these toys are awesome. Spin Master, you guys rock. The McFarlane toys have been looking pretty cool too. So keep it right here at my channel. Stay tuned. Any new cool stuff that I find, I will absolutely post. Thank you so much for watching. You guys, your likes, shares, comments, support, feedback, subscriptions, I love it. Thank you so much. Every bit of it counts. Every bit of it helps, makes my channel what it is. You guys are awesome. Every single one of you out there watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Once again, I'm Brandon, and thanks for watching.